blessed day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the boss with another video. Please put a like and leave a comment and make we get straight into this. Alright, tonight video is a very sensitive topic. Alright? Very sensitive topic. On my platform, I always say this, guys. I know a lot of people maybe underestimate me and maybe say, oh, I don't like the news where you spread. I don't like where you talk. I talk facts and reality over here. I talk based on situations that I saw in the past and I try to share it as best as I can. Sometimes I filter some stuff and make people have a little understanding. Alright, so most of the time on my platform, I always tell people, say, regardless what Christian or non-Christian or whatever lifestyle I'm going to live by reality. I'm not going to live by certain principle, quote, etc. It can be Bible, it can be book, it can be anything. All right, so I'm going to listen to the lady a story, and then now I'm going to give you why me come up with my truth with all of this marriage and relationship sagas and such forth. Alright, my last words a while ago. But anyway, like the video for me. The like is important. Share it and listen this. This video is going to name Lady made the biggest mistake of her life. But she'll live with it through God. Anyway, I could listen.
I MIXUP boss. A regular viewer of your channel. I must say, I love the work that you're putting in and keep on doing what you're doing and expose these men and women to somewhat in some videos. I must say, I think about this a lot before I finally come out of my shell, but I'm asking you, please, if you can start my voice so no one who watch your channel will know that I'm a funny video channel will have an idea. All the persons who know the situation can understand and know who the person is. So let me start by digging in how it started. I met this guy in 2023, yeah, and we were talking and I was saying to him that, that I lost my husband 1 year and 4 months now, and I really hope to find somebody who can fill that gap. My husband was loving. We raised 3 beautiful kids, and we're living in America for about 26 years. So, not wanna go far into that, but let me concentrate on this relationship that I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, so we exchanged number and, we chit-chat sometime, and he came to America, but he overstayed his visa. So while in America, he met couple ladies, didn't work out. And so what? So, you have past experience and he would talk about all those stuff. And I was like, there was like, it while we was in a empty space, I would say, that would just try and see what happened with our friendship. Bear in mind, I never really like him like that mix-up boss, but as a Jamaican to Jamaican, we keep a communication. I must say, before me reach any further in this story, that he don't have any papers. He came on his visa and him overstay, as I stated, and he was moving from state to state until we backed up. I will not say, oh, we meet, but we met. And yeah, so how much I love God. I am a Christian. Pentecostal. Yeah, I'm no 70 because you always talk about the 70 people, So anyway, let's get that out there. And so as time goes by, we get really close. When I said close, no intimacy. It was just like going out, have dinner, making plans. All right. So these are some of the questions you would normally ask. So let me say this. I am 59-year-old, and this guy is 66 years old. So let me repeat. I am 59 and he's 66 years old. All right? Nice, good looking, attractive man of 4 kids back in Jamaica. And, so as time goes by, we get really close. So knowing the person I am, I'm a child of God. I invite him to my church and he came and everybody was telling me that, yeah, he seems like a cool guy. We worship together on a start. So this was in between a time period of about 2 to 3 months. Okay, so, nothing out there. And him will go out to one of his friend barbecue and Rada was there, he go on his knees. And he proposed to me. I was shocked. Never expected it. And I told him yes. So we were engaged and I said to him that we need to let my pastor know and the people him of the congregation. So we went to church the following Sunday and we shared the news. They congrats us. My pastor approved it and we said, okay, we set a date and, time goes by. It wasn't a big wedding. It was like the church members and couple other persons. Okay, but before that, before we got married, after the engagement, and he dropped me off, he was insisted that he wanted to spend the night at my home. I said to him, listen, I'm a true believer in Christ. I am a God-fearing man and I don't want to walk on the lane side. God, whatever I do, I have to confess to God and God sees everything. So that's just my belief. You will understand why I share this story with you, MIXUP boss, and trust me. The best is yet to come. Anyway, as I said, we got married. He was insisted on that night that he wanted to have sex with me, and I said, no, I want to wait till we got married. Anyway, we got married. Long story short, on the night when we got married and we reached home, yeah, I noticed something that I never expected. And this was a shocker for me. The guy started to do, manly things in the bedroom, and I noticed that he keep on doing that mostly kissing and all that. But when I take a start, he couldn't have erection. Believe you me, the guy don't have any use. No use at all, MIXUP boss. And I'm saying, he said to me, you know that if you didn't met me, try do my thing from before we're married, you don't understand the whole thing. You don't understand my situation. So I felt like I was misled. And I know that at my age, 59, my marriage is supposed to not be about like sex alone. It's not a matter of sex alone for me. It's the responsibility is like working together, sharing stuff together, etc. But this guy didn't told me that he's not well down there. I noticed that while staying at my place, I seen with some pills, asked him, what are those for? Him said, normally use them. I said to him that I don't want you to use any of those stuff, and then no, the land run something happen to you. and you're in my home, so I'm not down for that. You understand? I said, well, it him normally use and him stuff there. So I say this to say this. All right, before we reach there, I notice his behavior. Anyway, I keep quiet. I spoke to my pastor and friends about it because I know I don't hide anything. And I noticed that he started to move selfish. He got a little job. He will hide his money. And I mean, whenever I get a job, he got fired and he just stopped there. And I'm saying to myself, I didn't marry a big baby to stay at home at my age. And I mean, so it was, trust me, there's a whole lot to this story, but I don't want to be like I'm trying to embarrass this person. But I say that to say this. I listen to your program. You did have a program where you said like, you're not going to marry somebody without testing the water. And I was against it. And I'm talking from a Christian point of view. I was against it. I was saying that you're misleading the persons on your platform. But no, I understand why you say that. To each his own. I will still live by my principle, but trust me, you are very smart young man, and I think a lot of people can learn from your channel. And trust me, if I was to marry again, I met somebody, it would be a different story, but I'm not going to say it. But yeah, so, and I mean, it is so, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. You know, I'm 59. I'm still sexually active. I'm not like somebody who retire and, you know, even if the sex wasn't in it, and he was a guy who come to, you know, work together and achieve something for the little years we have life, I would work with it in a sense, but trust me, this guy here, no potential, nothing. And I just tell him that, you know what, whenever you get your stuff, you can just go on and leave. I'm not gonna stop him from getting his stay. I'm just gonna let him get it, and, you know, cause I'm a kind person and I promise him that. So I just want him to get it and he just leave. And, you know, so yeah, that is my situation. That is my story. It's not like the other stories them, but, you know, these guys need to be honest, man. Need to be honest. You know, need to be honest. Thus, say it as it is, but I guess at 66 enough guy, I don't know. I wasn't expecting this, so he tried to please me the other way, but I'm not down for that. That's not, and I'm not into those stuff. I'm not, you know, not every woman is about that. I'm a big woman. You know, I'm kind of the old school type. So I'm just sharing it so the audience them can be aware while picking up some of these men. God, there's of no use. So we single. I'm better off without this guy, man. I'm better off. Trust me, I'm better off. So thank you. That's my story. Remember to disguise my vice. Bye, listener. I'll watch the replies and the comment. Keep up the good job. I'm looking back for your feedback. Okay, bye-bye.
And when me talk, people say, oh, mix up, boss, you give wrong advice. You're not in the position to do that. You chat too much. You're misleading people to do bad things and this and that. And I just stay back and I say, all right. It's all right, man. Everything good. I know what I know. And I not let go what me know. I believe in what me know. I'm open for other opinion, I know. Now get me wrong, I know. But just imagine, a big woman now 55, 56. She got married a man who is 65 now. She know in herself say she's sexually active and she want that. Every woman have their needs. Even woman in their 60s want them look to touch up. Nothing wrong. You understand? And you're a Christian, you're going to see a man who is 66. And you're going to tell me, say, you're going to just marry this man without knowing what he's capable of? If that's what the purpose, it's a whole package. Let me get it straight. It's not about sex alone. It's a package. You're coming around relationship with a package, not just one. Because no man pick up the man for just sex, the man there they had. Woman one man where you can have sex, zin, and you can provide for the household and build together. Zin? Nothing wrong with that. She would have come like she get a pussy in a bag. I saw them call it. She don't know. But through the church, our religion, our beliefs, you know what she say? She came to the pastor and she did the right thing. Nothing wrong with what she do. That's her choice. Now get me wrong. Me not depend here tell people say if you do it that way there. But me personally and other persons, it don't make no sense. You go take up somebody and you don't know what they're capable of. And then no, you see what I reach her now. She married the man and she stuck with the man and all. Here me I go say, ma'am, you see true, you say you live by Christian principle. Make sure you turn with him. Make sure you turn with him. So you have that to live with. Yeah? If a man not contribute and he move mean, zin? Bad to bad, my lover, you say I go help him. Still help him, make him get him in papers. Nothing wrong with that. You agree? What know that do in the comment, lady? Let me know below where you know that do. Because I know the rootless. What know that do? You know that cancel it hour. Knowing that you have the potential for bill and whatsoever. There's more to the story, but she said she don't really want to talk. She want to get out. So now how that work? I think some people say the husband have to dead first before she can leave. I don't know how you going to put it in a comment. It's so confusing. But that is my stance. Any woman may go married, fear man. I mean, at my age, we can always test the water first. That is me. Big up a Christian them, live by no value, do what no want do. I know enough Christian test the water first. But I guess the lady is strict. I know enough Christian to test the water. So that I know no where nobody never do. And another thing, let me say this without apology. I think marriage is for, if you're going married for sexual needs and everything, that are for young people. So you know, so when you're 20 or 30 or maybe 40, you can't marry. So you know, so you can't gamble because you expect say the man can perform or whatever. But when you reach up in a age, you better you're married for, you can still marry, but married for companionship and happiness. Then again, some people say, my dear man, we are 59, we still need to have sex, and we are 60, we're not old. So 6.5 doesn't add. It's so, I don't know. Put it in a comment on an honest opinion. This is just my view. It's not the it's not many of your views. Everybody entitled for what they believe in. Would you marry somebody without knowing what they're capable of if sex is a desire? As a Christian. Alright? So let me know below. And it is what it is. The stories will always come. And I have the story where a lady send me. I try to find back her number, but I'm going to share it. So a 2 for 1. Tell me what you think in a comment below. This is a very interesting topic. Anyway, I can listen to this.
About 15 years ago, maybe 16. Mm-hmm. I was 28 years old. This was not a situation where this is the 56-year-old and the 25-year-old. I was 27. Just turned 27, and he was turning 25.
Oh, so you're 28 and I'm 25.
I had just turned 27, and he was turning 25.
Okay.
So we're young people. You know, this is not somebody who's coming from the worst of the worst. He had a good job. He got laid off. He found another job. When he left Jamaica, he had a good job. Right? So this was not, like I said, this is not you pick up somebody and at a good time, you know what I mean? And it's the worst of the worst. Anyway, we met through a family member. It was my first time in Jamaica. You know, you get swept up. This sexy, young Jamaican guy, this young girl. You know how it goes, right? I returned, you listening? Mm-hmm.
Come on, now listen to the record. Mm-hmm. Come on, go on.
I returned to Jamaica like 3 months later because it was a family trip. So I returned about 3 months later. I stayed at his house. Before the first night was over, the door knocked, and it's a girl. And what's she doing here, and what's she not doing here, and she breathe and she dash it wet, and all of the above, right?
So that's when you start there with him?
Yes. The first night, I returned to Jamaica about a month, give it 3 months at least. The first night, he lived with his parents. The first night, the door knocked. The first night, okay? This is before WhatsApp. This is before whatever house she knows I'm there. I don't know. All right? All of that being said, I still, I'm thinking, what am I doing here? I am a college-educated woman. I had a good job. All of the above. Here I am. I stayed about a week. I was upset. I came back. We tried for the visa. The visa didn't work. We got married. Get married. A couple of my family members come down for the wedding. Small wedding. I'm back up. I mean, I feel like the next day I applied for his papers.
Well, so after a woman come knock on the door, what is the team? When is about it?
This is an old thing. I don't know what she's talking about. She's just jealous. The usual. She's just jealous. XYZ. And I'm sitting there. All right. Like I said, notwithstanding such, I still marry this guy. Okay? Go for the wedding. I think I was there for like 3 days. Go home, come back. I used to go to Jamaica like every 2 months at tops, maybe 3 at best. I was always in Jamaica. So now we're married. Go through the phone. Who he met in Papina, who him not like, and who he wants to suck, and his friend use phone. You listening? Friend get the phone, and friend use phone, and friend didn't have any credit, so friend borrow him phone. I said, your friend borrow your phone, sending women them their quality message? Okay.
Remember say no man say when you want suck them and you want this?
Yes. Okay. Now we're married. The papers went in. I didn't hitch. I'm telling you, I returned. I got back home Monday. By Tuesday, his papers were filed. Okay. All that being said, now go back and forth. He comes to America. But the funny thing is, Damien, I think my real point is this, because my story is no different from anybody else's. Why us women do this is insecurity. All right. The men, particularly the men here in America, the more educated a woman is the less qualified these men are for us. There's nothing out here. There's nothing out. Unfortunately, there's really nothing out here. Okay? So, you want somebody, you're lonely. And you figure, I'm going to go down there. And they say all the right things, as you already know. And they parade you around. And you're the cute couple, and everybody see you, and you look good, at all of the above, right? And the mother worships you, am I lying? And the sister worships you, and the cousin worships you, and everybody worships you, and that's what we're looking for at home that we're not getting, right? So all of that being said, he comes up now, but by the time I'm going, because this is 3 years that he was down there before he came up, because I was only a green card holder when I filed for him. I'm a citizen now. But I say that to say, so it took some time. I'm going and coming, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I don't want this man. I'm not saying that he's the worst person, because he's not. But this big in love, it wasn't there, right? I remember he came up, and my little cousin and I went to the airport for him. And I remember him walking to the car, and I was like, hi. It was like nothing. I did not want him there. He came to America this Monday. By the next Monday, I sent him to Florida to go help my aunt move. My husband, who just come up, I sent him away. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't want him. I'm not saying that he's the worst person. I just didn't want him. And I knew I didn't want him. We came to America, we fight, we cuss. Within weeks, we fight, we cuss. All right? He went to Jamaica. I don't recall the details of why he went to Jamaica, but he went to Jamaica. It could have been a wedding. Yes, it was a wedding. He returns a week later. I'm at work. We get one phone call. Okay, 876. And the woman on the phone tells me that he has a 3-month-old baby in Jamaica.
3 months old?
3 months old. Okay? By now, we've been married for 3 years. Okay. I asked him about it. When I come home, he packed up everything. He moved out. And he was staying at his cousin. And I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Before all the sorry, he lists out everything I've ever done to him that hurt his feelings and all of the above and all the above and all the above.
You become worse. You become public enemy.
I'm the worst. Oh, I was the worst thing that's ever happened to this guy. Okay? Anyway, coming around and going around, I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to pretend this never happened. All of the above. Until eventually, it ended. I put him out several times. I'm going to be honest with you. He would come back, put him out again, The last time I put him out, I'm going to be honest, I asked him to come back, and he did not. And I cried and I screamed and Damien, I am crying and screaming and begging for a man I do not want. You heard what I said to you? I do not want. But you know why I'm crying and begging and screaming? Because of the image and what people are going to think. And oh my God, you did the green card thing and it flopped like they all do. And we were going to be different. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to make it work. And I know I don't want this man. I can count on one hand how many times we were intimate for the year that we lived together. And I didn't want him. I did not want him. I remember his mother saying to me, you don't want him. But I say that to say to you, Damien, again, the reason we women end up in this situation, particularly the older women, is because there's really nothing out here. And, we're dealing with probably past hurt from a past relationship. So we pick up the men that you kind of like, right? You're not die hard in love with him, but you kind of like him, and you can groom him, and you can shape him, and you can make him what you want him to be. That's why we end up here. It's not love. I binge watch your show. And you know what the key words are on your show, Damien? My husband, married, babe, and wedding. My husband, married, babe, wedding. The women are not. If you look back at your show, how many times do you hear a woman talk about how much she did love the man? That's not what it is.
Yeah, true.
One or two of them, yeah, but they love him. It's not love.
Obsession.
It's image. It's insecurity. It's loneliness. It's desperation. It's low self-esteem. And we like my husband. We like the words my husband. My husband, babe. Babe. Nobody have a name again. It's my husband and babe and wife. My husband and babe and wife. That's where that ends. There's nothing to it. I would go to Jamaica. The woman would hide. Okay. I would go home and she'd sprawl off in a house with belly. Mother, no, father, no, friend, no, everybody knows. And when I returned, and I remember saying to her, because what happened is when he went to Jamaica for the wedding, he went to her, slept with her, flew out, didn't say a word to the girl. Hurt her feelings. That's why she told me, I said, so tell me something. You suppose he, played this the way you wanted. You would sit there and grow a child in Jamaica and I would never know? Who does that? You went and you had a baby for a man you know is leaving the country. It's not there with a woman, and she's in Montego Bay and I'm in Kingston. The man was leaving the country.
Yeah, but depends on when
you sat here and
maybe tell her say I'm going to go and fuck and use till he getting green card and come back to her. Yeah.
But you couldn't fool me with that. But then again, maybe you could. But I say that to say, in my situation, like I said, I was 27, 28 years old. Slim and sexy stop with me. You hear me? But when your self-esteem is low, for whatever reason it's low, this is how we end up in this situation. So the point I'm making is we women need to love ourselves. Struggle with a man here. Box around with a man right here in front. The Jamaica thing, it doesn't work. It never works. Countless of these shows I sit down and watch. It never works. Never works. It got to a point where, because after he left, I was so fascinated with what could he have told this girl. The girl and I became friends of sorts. I used to send money to her to Jamaica. I visited her in Jamaica. Okay, I threw a party for the child. all of the above. She ended up probably lying, oh, he doesn't help, because, wherever the money is where they are.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then I bought a house, and then we kind of just, because I couldn't mind you and mine a house at the same time, so there was that.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, ultimately, that's my story. It's probably not the juiciest you've heard, but,
It's a story,
It's a story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story. It's probably, like I said, but
the baby we have now is not for him.
No.
How much kids did they end up having now?
Oh, me? One.
Oh, that's the one.
One baby.
Okay.
Just one baby. God bless me with one. And she's 3 months old, and I'm thinking to myself, what could a man tell me that I'm sitting here with a 3-month-old and the father for the child, even there for her wedding wife? What could a man tell me? You know what I'm saying?
True.
It couldn't happen. I remember him wanting me. This is my husband, married, and I would not, something would not allow me to have this man's child. I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And we divorced. I moved on. We touched base during the pandemic. You're okay. I'm okay. But again, this is not me insulting this guy. But the minute I heard his voice is the minute I remembered why I didn't want him. I just didn't want him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, Damien, 90% of the women who come on your show is not want the man. It's not love. They love the man. It's insecurity.
Okay.
It's loneliness. It's there's just nothing out here.
Okay.
You're either not attracted to the man who's a good man for you. The man who's a good man for you is taken. So we go down there and we buy a man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what it is. It's not love. Mm-hmm. It's not love. So, I don't know what you want to do with this story.
Yeah, man, attach it together and put it out, man. Or yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me know when you do.
Yeah,
let me know when you do.
I'll save your number.
You can disguise my voice. You cannot. It really doesn't matter to me. But,
Okay.
No, it doesn't. But, I just want to, because I listen to them over and over, and it's the same story. And I listen for the word loving it, because it's not love. It's not love. The man gonna tell you how much he love you. It's not love. It's not love. You might like him. It's not even sex. It's not even sex, because let's be honest. Come on. Sex is sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's either good or it's bad. It's not even sex. It's image. It's loneliness. It's my husband. It's wedding ring I shine on finger. That's what it is. It's not love.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I've lived it. So thank you for listening.
Yeah, man, you're welcome.
Okay. Right. And let me know when you if you choose to broadcast my story. I hope you do, because I think the message is simple, but it's profound.
All right.
We need to know ourselves.
Cool. Boy, come like every woman in America will come Jamaica and find a man have a story. Eh? God, I tell you. Anyway, big up on yourself, guys. And may I come live. I'm gone.